West Tigers fans, does it feel like everywhere you look, you see Lachlan Galvin, you see the West Tigers, you see Api Koroisau, Tallyn Da Silva, Kai Pearce-Paul, everything is pointing back to the West Tigers? The headlines are just absolutely overrun right now, and there's a good reason why, because we are building something special. We just need to get a few players out and a few more players in. We're breaking down who those players could and will be today in this video, but before we do that, my name is Geordie. I'm a diehard Tigers fan. It'd mean the world to me if you like and subscribe. It helps me in the YouTube algorithm out a ton as well, but let's get into it. The biggest elephant in the room is obviously Lachlan Galvin. He is set to negotiate with teams. There's Parramatta. There is also the Canterbury Bulldogs with a possible trade with Toby Sexton, and then I think we could also see something with the Newcastle Knights, like Andrew John says. We could do a player swap with Kai Pearce-Paul. That could be something that we could actually use to our advantage, and as we saw, any transfer fee, like any transfer that happens, there is a fee of $165,000. I believe Galvin is on a $350,000 contract right now, so essentially you'd be paying almost half, pretty much half of what he's worth just to get him on your team. And the Newcastle Knights are looking to bring Eels 5'8" Dylan Brown to the club next year on a 10-year, $14 million deal, and John believes that the Knights would be an ideal landing spot for Galvin for the rest of his season, which honestly I could actually get behind that though. But that begs the question, who is next? And Adam Reynolds has confirmed that, hey, the West Tigers have approached me about joining their club in 2026, and this is coming off the back of Lachlan Galvin stuff. So it makes me wonder, like, hey, was Benji, was Richo, was the board thinking like get Galvin out, bring Reynolds in, the partner with Latu and the partner with Luai, or should we just get rid of Latu and just focus on Luai and Reynolds? But my biggest concern is, hey, Reynolds is great. He is seasoned. He knows how to play footy. But he is older and he is injury prone, and Latu really has so much to offer. But at the same time, we also got to play our cards right. What if Adam Reynolds came in on a smaller contract? This is kind of his retirement gig, going into retirement. All he does is he coaches Luai and he coaches Latu. They play hand in hand, and then we also see him coming in and like showing how to kick the ball, because what we need to do is we need to get someone that can kick the ball on the run. And I know Luai can do that, but can Latu Fanu do that? I'm sure he can, but how well? And I think Adam Reynolds could definitely be kind of the sensei behind that, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? Should we bring Adam Reynolds in? Should we not? Should we steer clear of him altogether? I know he's older, he's injury prone, but at the end of the day, he does know footy. He knows how to play footy. He knows how to kick the footy, and he knows how to lead a team to greatness and to win. So what do you think? Am I off my chops? Because we're also got another rumor. I know there are so many rumors right now that we're looking at the Dragons New South Wales Cup half Jonah Glover for 2026 as well. And again, what is happening to Latu Fanu? Like, why are we not just putting all of our time and energy into him? I think we need to have a backup plan. And I think Benji and Richo know that. Again, these are just rumors, nothing set in stone yet. But what happens if Latu doesn't go to plan? That's a question we have to ask ourselves, Tigers fans. What if Latu does not go to plan? What if he gets out there and, I mean, knock on wood, touch wood, friggin' cross my fingers, hope to die. Like, what if he tears an ACL or something like that? Something absolutely horrible. Or once if you get out there and he just doesn't mesh well with the team, who do we have? Sure, we've got someone like Tallyn Da Silva, Heath Mason, but are they long-term our best bets in our halves? I don't think so. We got Jared Haywood coming through the system. We could also, sign someone like Jonah. Like, why not? Like Jonah Glover, he is in New South Wales Cup, and he is actually a pretty decent player. His biggest disadvantage is he doesn't have any NRL underneath his belt, all right? And so with the cap space, what could it look like to bring him on for some depth as well? And if we don't sign Adam Reynolds, what happens if we keep Latu and bring on Jonah as a depth player, as an impact player for him so they can play halves, and then add in Heath Mason? Like, we would have some solid options. And then in our New South Wales Cup, we also have some decent fellas coming through the system as well. Another person that I just have to bring up, I don't want him on the team, but it is David Fifita. He is also rumored that they'd be approached by the West Tigers to possibly come on over. What are your thoughts? Would he be someone that we would want to see? I know his work ethic isn't all that in a bag of chips, but for depth and for energy, would that be something that we would want? And obviously, Taylor May, I believe, will be on this team in the next few weeks before June 30. I genuinely believe we are signing him, and he will be one of those people that we have on our team long term that absolutely make an impact on our team, and I cannot wait to see what that all looks like. And if you're with me, let me know in the comments, out of all of these players, who would you sign, who would you extend, and is there anyone else that you would want to possibly see replace Lachlan Galvin with this as well? And then another big elephant in the room that they just had to drop on this week as well, that is Tallyn Da Silva, Api Koroisau, that whole situation. Api Koroisau is apparently in talks of extending his contract with the West Tigers. Again, rumored and not entirely locked in stone or what's happening there, but it is rumored that he is looking to extend with the West Tigers and figure out the future of what that looks like. And if that's the case, what happens to the young gun Tallyn Da Silva? TDS, man, like what happens to him? Is he going to be the guy that says, hey, you know what, I'm following Lachlan Galvin, they are best buds, they grew up playing footy together, like, do they follow each other? Does he end up, like, trying to get out of his contract as well? There is so much in the air about this thing here, and honestly, it's going to come down to Api. What does he decide to sign? What does Benji and Richard decide to throw at him? And I believe Tallyn Da Silva will just bounce right off of whatever that happens. But at the same time, if I was TDS, I would be thinking long term. Api, I mean, I love the bloke, but he doesn't have much longer left. Well, I think with the West Tigers, but also I think with footy in general. Again, like Adam Reynolds, he's reaching some age, but he is a seasoned veteran. He's just not as quick and as witty as he used to be. So if I was Tallyn Da Silva, I would honestly do everything I can in my might and power to stay with the West Tigers, to make sure that, hey, when Api goes, that's such a sad day that will be, I am ready. I am kind of the 3 to 5 year plan that will be the starting hooker, right? And I get Tallyn wants to play 80 minutes now, but why couldn't he just do that in New South Wales Cup, come in, be an impact player every few games for the starting lineup? Like, why couldn't that be a thing as well? And I don't know. I can see he's young, he is fresh, he is green, he's like Lachlan Galvin, he wants to play, he wants to be coached, he just wants to make an impact, he probably, wants to start making a name for himself as well, get some more sponsorships, some more deals, get some points on his stat card, things like that. But at the same time, like for the future, he's a phenomenal player. I love the way he plays. He just needs a little bit of work, a little bit of, maybe incentive money-wise, and I think with a little bit of that and some coaching from Benji, I think he would be absolutely our 3 to 5 year plan. I think he already is, but Benji also has to be okay with him leaving if he wants to go on and get more minutes, and he's made that very clear. Like, he's a great player, but at the end of the day, he wants to play 80 and let him do that. Like, I get that. So just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention, get your thoughts on that. What would you do if you, were on the West Tigers admin team? Do you even bother with Api in terms of extending his contract? If so, what do you extend it to? How much more money do you give him? And then Tallyn Da Silva, what do you do there to ensure him and give him a reason to stay? And kind of a promise that, hey, if you stay, not only will you get this money, but man, you are our 3 to 5 year plan starting hooker. Like, you will be the guy. You will be the Api Koroisau. You will be the Robbie Farah. Like, why wouldn't you want that? So let me know all your thoughts in the comments. I know this was kind of a rumor video, but at the same time, this is the headline right now for the West Tigers. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it, and I wanted to make sure we're all on the same page, see where everyone's at. Let me know your thoughts, honest thoughts, good, bad, or ugly, in the comments below. Lachlan Galvin, Adam Reynolds, possible new signings from, Newcastle Knights with Kai Pearce-Paul, Jonah Glover, all those people. Let me know your thoughts, and maybe some other people that we should be looking at as well. But as always, guys, it is a great day to be a Tigers fan. I am literally so pumped for this year, this season. Latufanu is set to come back after our bye this weekend, and I could not be more pumped. I'm so excited to see what him and Luai do together, because I genuinely believe Latufanu is one of our future guys that we need and want on this team. So, as always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow, because we do daily uploads on NRL Deep Dive. Take care of yourself, take it easy, and you have a bloody great weekend. Cheers.